Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for November 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Now that's Monday through Thursday. Now if this is the first time you've joined or watched, or you just like to cross-watch and you don't want to watch the introduction, which will be tagged to all the videos, then just go down right around over there to the description, and there should be a timestamp. You click on that. It's supposed to just jump you right over to the main readings. Okay? Okay. Now, when I am doing Monday through Thursday, I will be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will also use my Guardian Angel cards. Now, I've added on, should put my glasses on, my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies by Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo. I will also use my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, that is going to be for the main readings. Now for this, the introductions, I do a maybe short reading using my Waite Rider or Rider Waite traditional tarots, and I am going to use my Colette Baron Reed The Good Tarot again. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? Okay. I am getting slowly better from whatever this is. Doctor says it's more allergy prone than anything else, so that's a good thing. Now, the thing that we need to remember so I am waiting for a good frost or a good freeze to just kind of kill all that mold and whatever in the leaves out there. Thank you for all your well wishes. Thank you for your suggestions on some of the herbs. I do like oil of oregano myself, so I want to thank you for that recommendation. Okay, so this week is going to be really interesting. I've talked about it. I've been leading up to it. It's just funny that as we get in towards this week, it's been more of a struggle to get on and to let you be more prepared for this week. This is that type of energy, and everybody's feeling it, and it's just like things are rolling, and then it just feels like it's getting harder and harder. There's more and more of a struggle. I'm not saying that stuff's hitting the fan this week, but this is a really good time energetically for it to hit the fan. Okay. Now, I've talked about the 5th, and I've actually said like the 5th through the 10th of November, that there's a lot of different energies. Jupiter, and towards the end of, actually the 24th of November, Jupiter will be going direct in Pisces, so it's going into that stationary motion again. So it's stationary retro until it starts to stop, and then it'll go stationary direct. So the energies are very, very strong. Mars energy, because it just went retro, is still very, very strong also. And the other ones, Saturn just did its flip, so it's still not quite up to its normal speed where you rush through, not rush through something, where you just consistently move. So all of these energies are pretty strong right now. Now, what's going on? The 8th of November, we have a full moon. We have a full moon, and it will be at 6:01 a.m., and this is Eastern Standard Time. So it will be a full moon. It will also be a total lunar eclipse. So some people are saying this will be a blood moon. Now, I read that we will not have an eclipse like a total lunar eclipse, I think it was, for another 2 to 3 years. So this is finishing up the cycle that started in Taurus season, because then it had a full moon eclipse in Scorpio, and now we're in Scorpio and we're having a full moon eclipse in Taurus. So we're just doing this flip. And you have to, you don't have to. You should remember that the South Node, which talks about, or which works with your past, is in Scorpio, and the North Node, which is more your future, is in Taurus. So we have this full moon. We have this eclipse early in the morning, November 8th. We have other things going on. We have Mercury, which is 16 degrees in Scorpio, conjuncting with the sun in Scorpio. Mercury about language, communications, electronic energy here. Scorpio keeps its secrets, but does like to have people tell its secrets. Okay, interesting energy there. So Scorpio keeps its secrets, but likes to discover secrets, wants secrets to come out. So we've got some interesting, maybe communication with that. We have the full moon, which is, is also going to be conjuncting with Uranus, again Taurus. So Uranus, now that's a strong favorable. And when I say favorable, I don't mean that it's going to be all favorable for us per se, but it's where they really work well together. So the full moon in Taurus conjuncting with Uranus in Taurus. So Uranus is so it's a little stronger energy for this full moon because it's Taurus, all this, Uranus, expect the unexpected. And then we've got this eclipse. So it's really an extremely strong thing right there. It is trining, so conjuncting, trining is still these favorable energies, meaning that it makes things stronger. That's going to be trining with Pluto and Capricorn, and then we have some stuff with Neptune, and then of course Jupiter. The thing that's interesting is that it will be squaring with Saturn in Aquarius, and my good old Saturn in Aquarius. I have talked about that so many times, about Saturn in Aquarius, illusion versus reality. So we have the ninth where the Sun in Scorpio will be opposing Uranus. We have also where Mercury in Scorpio will be opposing Uranus. So again, there's this clashing of these energies there. And then we have Mercury Mercury in Scorpio squaring Saturn. So I'm going to post my little cheat sheet here so you can take a look at it. I'll post it in my blog on my website so you can take a look and see what that's all about. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not going to stop. Normally I try to cut out for my coughs, but I was thinking about how, this came to me just the other day. So November 7th. 11 plus 7. So that is an 18 energy. 1 plus 8, so we're going to bring it down. 1 plus 8 is a 9 energy. So if we take the year 2022, that becomes a 6. So we take that, so we take 9 plus 6. My mind was just going this way. And we come to 15. 15, if we go into our major arcana cards, 15, and this would be Monday energy, would be the devil card. And that is, the devil card to me is, well, for one thing, fear is a tool of the devil, but the devil card is also choosing whether or not you're going to face your fears, choosing whether or not you're going to free yourself from a situation where you are losing your humanity. So that in itself is interesting. To me it is. Then we go to 11 plus 8. So 11 plus 8 is 19. We add that together. So we add that together. Where am I going even with this? So I had this 11 plus 8 is 19. Then we bring that, so that becomes a 10. 10 plus 6, okay? 10 plus 6 is the Tower card, which popped out for us. The Tower card is, again, when everything has to be pulled out. The rug is pulled out from underneath our feet. There's a lot of destruction, but there's also a lot of this destruction is really the destruction of dark energies, of evil energies, and there's a lot of exposure with the Tower too. It feels horribly uncomfortable. We don't necessarily like this, but it has to be done in order for that to happen. So now we go to 11-9. So 11-9, we add that together. We have a 20. So we go to that, am I going right? 11 plus 9 is that. I had this all in my head. So 11 plus 9 is 20. So we go to our, anyway, I had it so that it would come out to so we go to 20. Oh, no. Okay, I'm messing up with that one. It'll come back to me anyway. But so we have our 15, we have our 16, and we have our, so 11 to 11, 11, oh, okay, so it all came down to, so I had the 11, and I had, so that was a 2. 11 became that 2. 2 became plus 9. It became 11 again. 11 plus 6 became a 17. And 7, blame my drugs, I'm sorry. Not my drugs, you know what I'm saying, cold medicine, allergy medicine. But that became the star card. That became the star card. And then on November 10th, if you're bearing with me at all, that becomes a 3, and 3 plus 6 becomes a 9, and that becomes our Hermit card. So, there's a lot of, so we have the fear card, overcoming fear, facing fears, should we choose, things falling apart, the destruction of an older system happening. Then we come to that star card, which is all about hope. And then we come to that Hermit card, which is about really connect with higher power and pray. So let's see what this week is all about really going to happen. I'm just saying, and again, I'm not saying horrible things. I'm just saying, if anything, if the stuff was to hit the fan, this would be a good week for it to do it. Okay, let's see. This card was the first one to fall out of the deck. You know that anything reversed is a little bit stronger. So let's see what we've got going here. So here we are. Okay, so here we are, and that one is not reversed. Okay, let's go on back to here. Anyway, we've got the Tower card. See, something's trying to keep me from doing my readings here. So we've got the Tower card. It is reversed. This is a 16 energy. So we have the 1 and the 10. So 1 new beginning, 10 transitional energy. 6 is the number of man. It's the energy you put into something yourself. Now you add that together, it becomes a 7. 7 then is divine energy, divine healing, divine umbrella. But this is where I was going with the numbers, especially that 8. This is where things have to fall out. This is where things have to change. It can no longer be what it is. It's no longer safe. It's no longer righteous, or if it ever was righteous. Now, again, we have the crown. We have this crown that's kind of toppling over. We have people that are just basically giving up, or basically, just moving on. But the thing that we're never really seeing is, what are they actually jumping into, or what are they jumping from? So it's interesting energy. I did read something, or I heard something that I liked about the Tower. I did like when somebody said it's the destruction of evil. So then we have our 6, again, number of man. This is a major arcana card 2. And this is the lover energy. This is kind of that energy that takes you back. We've got an Adam and Eve type of energy here, because we've got the fruits, we got the serpent, and I never go down that route with this card. We've got this Holy Spirit, we've got this source, not quite sure, this angelic energy. There is, in many ways, there is a blessing to be had. There is, so, hopefully that this is something that's very, very positive. The Lover's card does bring about a lot of healing, does bring a lot of, kind of putting you on the right track, whether it be comfortable or not. Okay, let's see what we have. So we have something, whatever this is, it is something that is to help, or to help heal with whatever all this pressure, all this stressors that are coming. So I always love the the man is looking at the woman, and looking at the woman, they're both naked, they're both very, very vulnerable. They're not necessarily covering themselves up, which is one of those things that after the fall, the story of the fall, that they were ashamed, but they're just standing there totally exposed, and the woman is looking up at the divine creature. So it's there's the sun behind. So I do feel that it's a very positive energy. I do feel it's a very positive resolution. I do feel that it's going to be, whatever this is, it's going to be very illuminating. Okay, so now next card is, okay, we go back to the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, so Court cards have underlying energies, and we have our four energies. Our first energy is our earth energy, or according to our court cards, our earth energy, which is the page's underlying energy. That is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, money, job, career. Then we go to our night energy, and that is our fire energy. That is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Now, Sagittarius energy will be popping itself more and more as we get a little further down November. So it's passionate, burning, very determined energy. Then we have our queens, which is our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pisces and Scorpios, very big players right now. And then we have our sword energy, which is our air energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Mars. Thought processes, thinking things through, making plans. Now, the Page of Swords has been having some difficulties for me. So we have our earth energy, money, job, career. We have our sword energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Mars. I mean, and I keep saying Mars, but I mean Gemini. But that Mars energy seems to be creating a little bit of a, it's a little bit of a problem accepting what you might have accepted in the future. I mean, accepted in the past. It's a problem with that. It's like things aren't, it's like we're not in Kansas anymore. We're facing some things that we may not have faced before. However, the Page has a very enthusiastic energy, believes that things are possible. All things are possible for the good. The Page, the Page of Swords, it, says, okay, you have a challenge, bring it on, bring it on. I kind of get this with this Page, even though he's carrying a sword. I'm kind of get this, I'm ready. Like batter up, I'm ready. I'm ready to come out. I'm ready to start swinging. I'm ready for some action energy here. So not to say that things are easy, because they're never easy per se, but this Page is definitely ready for whatever is coming. Okay, so interesting that, let's see, again, I was going to do my Osha Zen Tarot. I was thinking I will do that on the Monday through Thursday, and then it's like, nope, Colette Barron Reed wants to come and talk. So let's see what you're going to be bringing up here. Let's see what you're going to bring up. Okay, come on. Higher power, what do you want to say through these cards? What do you want to say? Here we go. So, like I said, we don't know, but I do go with whatever I was talking about with those numbers. It made perfect sense to me before. That Hermit, it was kind of like after everything, there's hope. There's lots of, wonderful possibilities, but, that Hermit energy for that 10th, it was very much, maybe we need to do some praying to, Source, Holy Spirit, God, whoever that is to you. Okay, let's see what we've got here. The Nine of Water. Oh, I love that we took this because this is the wish card. The 9 is, let's wrap it all up. So after a week that could be very, very energetically stressing. And remember, the full moon is always a time that affects our bodies, our world. So there is a little bit of a intensity with the full moon. It's also a time when I say to release, relinquish, and request. Like 3 days before, 3 days after, release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request what you do want in your life, what you do want in your world. Okay? So this is the 9 of Water. This is the 9 of Cups. Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this is the wish card. So this is a time, and remember, this is a universal type of energy here going on. This is a time where there's a lot of positive possibilities to be had. A lot of things can be made possible this week. Okay? Just putting that out there. Let me know what you think. Remember, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power and just say, hey, what do you want to say? Please take that moment to do the like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, we will start our readings now. And hello to my Aquariuses. Okay, kind of hearing that soundtrack. I think I had this for you once before. Beverly Hills Cop, The heat is on, and I've been telling you that things are getting a little more intense, and your Saturn is going to be, Saturn in Aquarius is going to be smack squared with all that's going on right now. An illusion versus reality. Reality has to win. Reality has to win. So what does it all mean for you, my Aquarius? I'm not sure. It just, that song, I like it when that song plays because it's very upbeat, even though it's like a very driving motion, but it is still an upbeat type of energy. So song with that. But good time again for a moon ritual, moon ceremony, however that is you do. I don't worship the moon, but I do love its, I do look at it as a divine creation, and I love the connection that I feel when I'm praying, meditating with it. What I will do is I will, I don't do this every moon ceremony, so I want to let you know this. Sometimes I just put things out there verbally, and I do that. I do that every moon season, and during the new moons, the full moons, things like that. I release what's holding me back, relinquish what I don't need anymore, and request the good stuff. But if you're, but this is one that I'm going to try to write everything down, release, relinquish, and request. Some of these I will copy, make a duplicate of, and we'll burn the one and keep the other there for me to do as an affirmation. That's just a very easy way of doing that. But again, I don't worship the moon. And let's see, the other thing was that as I was talking in the beginning, the introduction, I started talking about the major arcana cards and how I came up, and it was very strong. It was very strong. Monday, the devil card, facing fears. The numbers at least. So if you take a November, but I kind of got, how did I get to star? So November is an 11, 11 is a 2. Okay, so I had 2 plus 7 is a 9. 2022 equals 6. So 9 plus 6 is 15. So then I would do that to the 8, and that became 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. And the same thing for the 9. 9 plus 2 is 11, and then 11 plus 6 is 17, which is the star and hope. And then we came to, and I did take the 10 and made that to the hermit, but 2 plus 10 is also a 12. And then 12 plus 6 is an 18, and that's the moon. So just felt that the major arcana, at least that section, was very strongly in play for this week. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you want to know, go back to the introduction. If it doesn't matter, just keep going. Okay, let's see what we've got here for my Aquariuses with that squaring of Saturn opposing Scorpio. Whoa, the two very strong stuff. Very strong stuff going on. Kind of like, ugh. Okay, let's see what we've got. Nothing is reversed. First card is, well, now we have that star energy again. There is always hope. There is making wishes. Again, full moon, very strong one. Not going to see I don't think of the total lunar eclipse, I think, for a couple of years. So really it's a good time to put those energies, your energies out there. I don't just say, people like to say, I give it to the universe. I kind of like to look at it as like a letter or an email. I like to have an address. So I give it to God, source, higher power, whoever that is. Gaia, doesn't matter who that is for you. Okay, it doesn't matter. You don't have to believe the same thing I believe in. Now, this is Archangel Jophiel. Jophiel has a lot of creativity and a lot of celebration energy. Jophiel has a lot to do with entertainment energy here also. The star has hopes and wishes. We have a 17, so we have that 10. We have a 1, new beginning, 10, transition, 7, divine number, divine umbrella. 1 plus 7 is an 8. 8, unlimited opportunity. So something is out there. There's more to come. You have to have hope. You have to have dreams. No matter what goes on in the world, you've heard me say this before, we need to always have hope. We always have to have dreams. Okay? So this is a good week for you to keep that alive. Keep your dreams and your hopes alive. A dream come true. Believe in yourself. the end of a difficult situation. Here we go. Next card. The 7 of Gabriel. So you got some more 7s there. Gabriel is our fire energy. It is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Not a lot of that going on, but we're coming into Sagittarius. So, we're just around the corner, not quite there yet. We're getting closer to Sagittarius. So I do think that that's when the fire energy will really pick itself up. But passionate, burning, determined. This is you believing in you, okay? This is you, doing what is right. This is you not backing down out of fear. Now, doesn't mean that you can't back down because you go, ooh, I wasn't quite thinking that way. I kind of see your point. It's not because of that, but it's not because you're not backing down because someone's intimidating you. That's very hard to do because sometimes people can be very big and they, and you might be like, oh, why I'm not a small person, but why do I feel small? This is going against what's comfortable and just kind of saying, no, enough is enough. Anyway, stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. You have more power than you think. I love her on her horse. It's not a unicorn, no, but it is, a Pegasus type of horse, flying horse. And she, even though she has this, has all of the lightning around her, she's flying. She's flying into that atmosphere. Next card, divine guidance. Well, this is that 5 energy. Again, we have a major arcana card here. 5 has that changeable energy, positive, negative change. We're not really sure. And what might seem negative could become positive or vice versa. Now, because I always have a saying that God makes good out of evil. He doesn't create the evil, but she doesn't create the evil, but does make good out of the evil. The divine guidance is also the Hierophant card. The Hierophant card is the business of religion and the business of government. This is where you're given the rules and regulations, and not necessarily. You're kind of like, well, but when did that get put into place type of thing? So the Hierophant is not necessarily a card that I enjoy seeing, but it's very necessary to recognize at the same time. Anyway, this is also Archangel Sandalphon. Sandalphon is believed to have been Elijah, the great prophet in the Old Testament. Elijah was an interesting character, many times very bold, very confident, and many times just like, oh, no. This reality scares me more. This natural reality scares me more than the supernatural reality. Maybe I've been talking to God, but I don't want to face this type. I don't know, but that very interesting energy. Very interesting energy. Didn't always have confidence in the divine that Elijah was speaking with. Anyway, the search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. This could also be because, we are leaving the age of Pisces, which is about exactly what this is all about, and we're entering into the age of Aquarius. Now, there's many people that have had given different dates. I've heard, 2012. I've heard 2026. I've even heard 2600. So we are, whichever it is, we're transitioning, and that is age of Aquarius. Is think air energy, thought processes, and doing more for the collective. And I'm not trying to get into sci-fi energy here. Doing more for the benefit of others, but it's also about independence too. So interesting energies here. So what does it all mean? Keep your dreams, keep your hope, stand up for yourself. There can be some opposition. There's many that'll say, well, you're not supposed to be doing it that way. You're not supposed to be doing that. Says who? Anyway, connect with higher power and ask, am I supposed to? I ask when I'm doing this. If there's a time that I'm not supposed to be doing this, then let that stop. Let it not be about my ego. So connect. Keep Higher power will help you check this. Okay? So, guardian angels, what do you have for my Aquariuses? Three of abundance. Three of abundance. And so your passions will lead you to your divine life purpose. This abundance is also our earth energy. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Taurus full moon. So do what you love and have confidence in your talent. Learn everything there is to know about your interests by taking classes, getting a mentor, or teaming up with like-minded people. Allow your creativity to flow, to soar. The number 3 is about creativity. It's about celebration. It's about the power of 3. Okay? So this one tells you to surround yourself with teachers or friends, and this tells you like-minded people. So get your group. Get your group on. Here we go. Let's see what else we have. What do we have from inspirational wisdom from angels and fairies for my Aquariuses? Let's see. So we have a 17, we have a 17753357771. Interesting for you. Yes, keep those dreams going. No matter what happens with this week, your dreams are very, very important, and you keep us going with this. Here we go. Reversed. Water lily fairy. Oh, I love that. Wouldn't you love to just lay on a water lily? Okay. Stop taking directions from others that are not right for you. Gather your thoughts and start to walk your own pathway. Well, walk your own pathway. Love that. Love that. And that goes along with the age of Aquarius. Here we go. Let's see. What else do we have? What crystal or energy for my Aquarians would be helpful? So big, there's a lot of switching energy up here. It's just very intense. We will see where it leads us. Okay, reversed. Earth. Get grounded. I kind of feel like there's going to be a shaking. Okay, abundance, fertility, harvesting, and logic. Okay. Aquarius, how is this all working? I will be on soon. I am feeling better each day. Oh my gosh, whatever this is, allergies, it's allergies. It just wants to really pull that rug from underneath my feet. Anyway, my Aquariuses, please take that time to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Aquariuses, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.